When we look back on today, we'll remember a time where the world came together to tackle a common crisis, a time where we longed to get back to normal. In doing so, we came to realize that the normal that we're used to is far from perfect, that it could be so much more and so much better. At Enactus Laurier, our better normal is one that's more sustainable and inclusive for everyone. And it all starts with this one plastic bottle.
We've all seen these videos and heard these headlines that describe the world we've come to see as normal. But when we think about plastic, we often think about plastic water bottles, bags, and straws. But what about the plastic that holds the products we use to stay clean?
As it turns out, 8.2 billion bottles of shampoo, conditioner, and body wash are used every year in North America alone. But only 1 in 5 people recycle their bathroom toiletries. The bottles that do make it to the recycling plants are often still contaminated with leftover soap and therefore can't be recycled. So they're sent to landfills or they end up in our waterways.
And these bottles never fully degrade. They just break down into microplastics. Reports show that we unknowingly consume 74,000 microplastic particles every year, just because we eat fish, drink water, and breathe. This should not be normal.
But that's not all. Producing these bottles requires massive amounts of water, oil, and energy, and emits high levels of CO2. And in the liquid product, only 10% is the active ingredients. The other 90% is just wasted water. The resources used to create these products last year in North America alone could have been used to provide clean water for 44,000 people, to power 110,000 homes, and to take 280,000 cars off the road. That is the cost of our plastic packaging. That is the dirty side of soap.
We're taught to reduce, reuse, and recycle. But what if we instead chose to rethink our relationship with plastics? What if we found a way to not use plastic at all? Our solution is Earth Suds. It's shampoo without the bottle. From experiments in my backyard to drying out hand soap in the oven, we quickly realized this was no easy task. Fast forward 2 years, many bad hair days, and over 200 experiments later, we finally reached our defining pivot to tablets.
Earth Suds are single-use dissolvable tablets of shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. They're packaged in recyclable boxes and reusable shower cases, 100% plastic-free. When you crush, add water, and lather, they work like traditional liquid products, but steam or water alone won't dissolve the tablets. They're vegan, cruelty-free, sulfate and paraben-free, and our customers love that they're made from high-quality ingredients like argan oil and botanical extracts.
I love them. I love them. I love everything about them. They're compact, they're easy to use, they're colorful, they smell good. Really, they make me happy.
Easy to use, simple, and you just can't get anything else like this.
Earth Suds will change what you believe hair and body care should look like, and it certainly won't change how your hair and skin feels if you're used to a premium experience.
I love that it's convenient. I've taken it to the lake, I've taken it camping, I've taken it on business trips, and I love that I can use it at home as well.
As the only product of its kind, we filed a full utility patent on a unique water-resistant yet fast-dissolving formula. And this year we were recognized by National Geographic as one of the top 10 innovations in the world for solving the global oceans plastic crisis. And we were featured in the May 2020 issue of National Geographic.
So the first thing that appealed to me about the Earth Suds innovation was to say, what if we just didn't have a bottle? It starts with materials innovation, but also a sensible approach to achieving that commercial viability.
But Earth Suds is more than just an innovative product. We are creating impact across our entire value chain. We source locally with over 60% of our ingredients coming from suppliers within 100 kilometers. All our packaging and shipping materials are recyclable or compostable. And our tablets are 10 times more compact than liquid products, which reduces emissions in transit by 80%.
We also saw an opportunity to embed social sustainability into our value chain. As Canadians, we often pride ourselves on our diversity. But what about diversity of mind and diversity of ability? In Canada, over 300,000 adults have a developmental disability. But in the Canadian labour force, as low as 31% of these individuals are employed. This makes this group among the most excluded from our economy. And as a result, many are financially dependent on others.
To create a better normal, we need solutions that are more sustainable for the planet and more inclusive for everyone. My whole life, I've witnessed the resiliency of my talented brother in pursuit of his lifelong goals, despite assumptions people may hold about a disability that he has. I joined Enactus 3 years ago, inspired by the team's mission of reducing systemic barriers for individuals of diverse abilities. And that's where we met Khaled. He's compassionate, hardworking, and his enthusiasm lights up any room he walks in. Khaled has a developmental disability, and like my brother and many others, the focus can often be on assumptions about what a person cannot do, rather than every person's unique abilities. This should not be normal.
At Ursud's, we set out to provide meaningful employment opportunities to individuals of diverse abilities. We worked with experts in special education and an occupational therapist to design a supported employment program, which also incorporates a work skills, financial literacy, and career planning curriculum. In addition, our program has been recognized by our province's official agency for adult developmental services.
In April of last year, we hired our very first 2 employees, Gord and Stella. And this year, we hired Drew Beth, Sam Zarbian, Freya, Sienna, and Khaled. The impact that this employment has had on our employees is difficult to put into words, so we thought we'd let them tell you about it themselves.
I've always had to have a lot of help. It makes me feel good that I can actually do the work without someone having to watch over me constantly.
It makes me feel like I'm a very hardworking person and that I accomplished getting a job at Laurier and that I was getting experience in a manufacturing type job. I did pretty good at being able to save them the money that I earned.
Ursud makes me proud because I get to help the environment and make the soaps.
With their help, we launched our product line just 11 months ago. We've built a sound business model, selling through 2 main channels, direct to consumer through our e-commerce store and indirectly through over 60 retailers across North America. We sell packs of 30 tablets for $18 each, which costs us $5 to make, earning us a 72% gross margin. Ursud's is priced competitively in both the eco-friendly and premium hair care markets. This year, we sold to over 1,000 customers, bringing in over $60,000 in revenue. We were experiencing rapid sales growth, but then halfway through March, life changed dramatically.
Schools and retail stores closed, events were canceled, and business became anything but normal. But we wanted to create more positive impact. So we doubled down on our e-commerce channel and developed a powdered hand soap to address the global shortage. We also established a buy one give one campaign and have since donated 4,800 Ursud's tablets to youth shelters and food banks in need.
As the world starts to adapt to a new normal, retail demand is increasing again. We will soon be selling in Canada's largest grocery store chain, Loblaws, a $25 billion company with over 2,000 stores across Canada. By December, we plan to have our products in 90 of their stores. We're also in conversations with Canada's second largest grocery chain, Sobeys, and largest drugstore chain, Shoppers Drug Mart, with a combined total of over 2,800 locations across the country.
To meet this increasing demand, we've partnered with a contract manufacturer, which will allow us to increase our maximum production capacity from 50,000 to 750,000 tablets per month. Aligned with our core values of sustainability, they maintain our local sourcing and responsible production and packaging philosophies. With this shift, our employment program is growing as well, as we train our employees to take on the increasing demands of order fulfillment.
To continue to fuel our growth, this year we raised over $90,000 in non-equity funding and were accepted into some of the most prestigious accelerators in Canada. We spread the Ursud story to 11 million people through display ads, social media influencers, news articles, and were even featured on one of Canada's top morning news shows.
Between our sales and funding, we brought in over $160,000 this year. We sold over 100,000 tablets, which has allowed us to prevent over 17,000 plastic bottles from ever needing to be created. And next year, that number will grow to 117,000 bottles, allowing us to prevent 2,000 liters of oil from being extracted from the ground, 230,000 liters of water from being wasted, and 16,000 pounds of CO2 from entering our ecosystem.
We employed 7 hardworking individuals this year and measured a 77% improvement in their workplace skills. And this coming year, we plan to hire 24 more individuals of diverse abilities to join the Ursud's team.
Based on our e-commerce growth and Canadian retail partners alone, we're on track to generate $280,000 in revenue in the next 12 months. And Ursud's has huge global potential. We've had retailers and distributors reach out to us from countries like France, Costa Rica, China, and Australia. and the channel opportunities are endless. Pretty soon, you could see Ursuds at your nearest spa, campground, or hotel. What started as an idea to create shampoo without the bottle has evolved into a movement to provide equal employment opportunities for all and eliminate billions of plastic toiletry bottles worldwide.
We are so proud and humbled to represent our 167 Enactus Laurier leaders and over 3,000 Enactus Canada students who poured their hearts into their projects this year. Our team ran 9 projects that work towards building a better normal, so we'd love to quickly tell you about one more.
With Ursuds, we're stopping the creation of new plastic, which solves the root cause of the problem. But today, there are 6.3 billion metric tons of plastic waste around the world. So this year, we created Last 20 to upcycle plastic into pavement. We're supplementing a portion of bitumen, the common binding agent in traditional pavement, with low-density polyethylene, one of the hardest plastics to recycle. We've secured $20,000 in funding and have signed MOU contracts with private developers for over $500,000 in paving contracts. This will allow us to upcycle over 15 million plastic bags to build roads to a better normal. Today, we have an opportunity, now more than ever before, to think about the kind of world that we want to live in.
As a global community, Enactus students from around the world are working to build a better normal every day, because we believe that our generation collectively can and will solve today's greatest challenges.
At Enactus Laurier, we're building a better normal where everyone has equal opportunity to pursue their lifelong goals.
We're building a better normal for our planet where we don't pollute our oceans, land, and air. Just to package a product that's meant to keep us clean.
We all get to choose what this new normal is going to look like. So what does a better normal look like to you? Thank you.